Hey, all you Fortnite fans and collectors out there. I want to spend some time today to present the Panini Fortnite 2019 Series 1. Um, it is the master set for Fortnite. And I just wanted to give a shout out to a group that I'm on Facebook. It's Panini Trading Cards. If I have that correct, you can search that. But exchange, buy, sell, and trade. That group has been incredibly awesome from day one of collecting. It really helped me meet a lot of new people and also, buy, sell, trade on there to complete the set, learn new things about it. So a big, huge thanks to the group and the moderators on that group. Um, so this is probably the second full sighting of the complete master set. Uh, Many of you know there's a video out there too. The first set recently went for $175,000, and it had a really nice 9.5 Beckett graded Black Knight shard. Young man and his father put the whole set together and was able to sell it and made some good money for his future, so that's pretty cool. Um, I've done a lot of neat things in my life, and had started a business, had kids, married, of course, not the right order, but you know, did all those things, and there's no prouder moment than getting this set together. Just kidding, but um, of course, this I'm hoping someday this set will help pay for some of those other things in life. Um, I'm gonna try to get a little view here. You'll see the set. It's a huge set, 709 cards. Um, these were here. You can start with the checklists here in the back. These were the end of the common cards. A lot of you know the common cards, and I'm not going to go through all of this, but the common cards they were action photos, and although I think they're pretty cool, some people have mixed feelings on that part of the set. I wasn't able to fit them in here as a top loaded. But the set also it came with 3 different variations. Let's see here. Okay, so that's the starting of the regular set. Started with the weapons. There's tools, things like that. There were base cards. The base cards came in uncommon, which was 1 to 1. I'm not going to get this completely right, to 149 or 150, I should say. And then 151 to 200 was rare. 201 to 250 was epic. And those are very, very hard to get. And then even harder to get, the legendary cards. Those were 251 to 300. So you can see how it took that many cards to complete the set here. I'm going to go today. So this section here up to about here is your base cards. And then your foils. We can go through some of those here too. There's your standard foil cards. And then what we'll do today here is we'll just, since they're duplicates of the cards, obviously, just in the different variations, we're going to start with, these are the shard or cracked ice, people will call them. And these were the ones that came in the mega boxes. And probably the most sought after cards. Series 1, they had weapons in there, and Series 2, if I recall, they have a harvesting tool set and a map set. Not sure about specific weapons, like as in firearms. Maybe they went away from that due to sensitivity or something like that. But so yeah, I kind of see these being rare, pretty rare someday if they don't continue to put some of the weapons in the first sets, or the sets going forward. Um, Also, one thing about this this set here, and I'll go through these one by one as we go here, but the diversity of the collectors on these, this probably is the one set of any collector's cards out there that I've seen more girls collecting, boys, young and old, human beings from every continent around the world. I think the only one I haven't sold to was Antarctica, and I think I've purchased or sold to all other 6 continents out there. But I'm sure, I don't know what the population is there, but um, probably there too. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to explain every card or name every card. I'll just let you guys enjoy seeing them here. As we go through some of these, we'll explain them. This is one of my favorite ones. And the 6-shooter too. This is where I wish I knew, or I could probably add some music or something here too, but maybe I'll improve the video someday, but I just wanted to get this out there. Again, they have cards that for different sports, they have cards for different holidays, and how the Fortnite goes with that. These cards, I mean, it was really hard to get a count on them, but many of these, there's really probably only 20 of each of them out there, maybe. Could be more on some, and there's definitely probably less on some too. Since they're not numbered, we don't have an exact count. That light show. I don't want to get this video too long either, though. The Dark Lymph and the Snow Squall, they were very rare too. I remember they were hard to get. Collecting this set was a ton of fun. A lot of time with my son, having fun while learning about collecting, finance, marketing, sorting, all kinds of different things, different skills we learned. When we get to Peely here, well, I can start now, but the thing that got me collecting these was I saw my son playing with his friends and noticed the popularity of the game, and I'd walk by and, oh, what are they up to now, and see this banana guy walking around, running around, blasting people, and I'm just like, my boy let me play for a while and started going around. Well, he had to go do something, and I just thought, hey, this is pretty cool. So I was like, that's probably one of my favorite cards other than BK, but there are so many cool cards, and I know there's definitely a top 5-10 cards that are so popular, but if you have a outfit or skin that you used, especially with the amount of people these days that are playing it, years down the road, they'll want something to collect, and this will be it. Feel free to comment below. I want to keep it, nice and clean and all that kind of thing for kids that are watching this too. But feel free to share your information. When I was collecting this, a lot of things came up. Started getting the whole set together, and it took a long time. You had to wait for these to pop up on eBay or on the Facebook site I was talking about, and it took a long time to put this together, and there were certain cards that you just could not get, and then on top of all that, we've learned partway through that a couple of the cards are a little bit different size, and finally noticed that they're printed in Italy, and that stirred up a whole new can of worms. We had to go through the sets and make sure we replace those with the USA cards. I'll let you guys decide what you like better. It's all fun, so I'm not going to go there, but another thing with these cards too is, being that they're so limited, you didn't have a real good chance of being picky about your grades. I was pretty fortunate because I started literally day one when these things were released and was buying these. And every once in a while, if you had one that had a little corner problem or something like that, I was lucky enough to get replaced. And nowadays, I think there's, like I said, this was the second set, complete set that's probably been shown out there. I think there's a third, and I know there's someone might be close to a fourth, and I'm not sure about a fifth, but I really think these will end up as, as far as a complete set is concerned, I really believe these will probably be a handful of sets out there that will exist. Might be true for Series 2 someday too. There might be a little bit more on Series 2 since people did have a little jump on there. That's a solid card there. That's going to be a good one. But just the color and the art and everything, they're just so fun to collect. Yeah, I started with the baseball cards and the football cards and all that back in the 80s and 90s, and yeah, I gotta say these have been the most fun to collect. You really don't have to worry about a player getting hurt or anything like that for like the sports cards. But the other thing is the rarity of these. If the baseball cards and stuff, there are tons of sets out there, very cool sets, and they've gotten a lot better at providing limited cards, one of ones and one of 25s, that kind of thing. But to be honest, to have this many fans for Fortnite, and the Series 1 is so limited, it's really hard to say where this might go someday. I'm not quite sure exactly where this is going to go for me and my son and family with this set. Some people think it's more valuable to break up grade individually and sell them individually like that. I think it's really cool to have a complete set, to be honest. Might take a little hit as far as selling it at one shot, if that happens. I do have a lot of individual stuff, some of my extras, and I'll be adding them, within the next, couple years here out on eBay. My seller name out there is Jimmy's Bait, the letter N, tackle. So Jimmy's Bait and tackle. So if anyone wants to go out there, you can find my information. I really like the ice or shard cards here. There are a lot of the foils and even the base that the cards, some of them look cooler as that version. Some might argue with that. There's just a few that, that I think really pop out without the background on there, but they're all way cool though. All right, we're getting 2 more stacks here. You may notice I missed a couple numbers here, if I have yet. I'll get to that in a minute here. Oops. Tender Defender, that's another one I like. Funk Ops. Zoe was a really good one too. I know that one went on fire for quite a while. Battle Hound, which I think is kind of an underrated one. Calamity. Well, I'm going through these here too. Don't forget there's a new release of, let's see, it's DC Batman 1 point Fortnite comic books coming out. I've got some on pre-order. I haven't got any in yet to show you, but I think they're going to start shipping in April sometime, and who knows with all the delays and stuff if we'll get them that soon. But I think someday some of the card collectors might be collecting some comic books and the other way around too. So just to get their hands on some of this stuff. That's another cool one. Thrift. It's hard to get these graded right now with the grading company's backlog, so it's rather expensive. And that's the main reason a lot of these I don't have graded yet. I wish I would have not procrastinated and waited this long, because a few years ago you could get a card graded for $10 a piece, but that's not even close anymore. That's another one I really liked a lot. I stocked up on a bunch of those in the beginning and then probably ended up selling most of them dirt cheap. I know a lot of us have regrets on some of these that we've sold at low prices, and Omega, that's going to be another one that's a little underrated right now. Raven, another one. The Knight family seems to do pretty good. Rex was a tough one. Team leaders were tough. Yeah, just the art on these are so cool. Spider Knight. color. Vertex. Oh, this was the 709. This actually kind of makes it the 710. I think there's a couple other I might have here that have very minor things, but this was the kind of the main one that had a printing error on it, confirmed by Panini. That you can see that there. It's got that little ink spot on the number 1 on the back side there. Some have a little blue circle behind that instead. Some people think, yeah, whatever, but you know, there wasn't any real errors or anything like that out there, so that's what we have. And then we also have the promo set, which these are on fire right now. Here's how it came sealed, but it was just sealed by tape. And that has the Galaxy card in there, Merry Marauder, Rabbit Raider, quite a few different ones. I mentioned that, we'll close that up here. I mentioned that I had some other ones here that these were the tough ones to get after all those years of collecting and trying to get the best condition out of them. I think I did pretty well. We've got the Peely, like I said, one of my favorites. Gem Mint 10. We've got Lux, and then the one everyone's been waiting for, Big BK. Gem 10s. I still can't believe I have these. It's every day it's hard to realize, but hoping someday that'll pay off. And then some other ones that we have in the set, and I might have some different variations of these. This is the Galaxy from the promo set. Skull Trooper. You notice I had him missed in there. Here's some foil cards. I liked Peely in the regular foil too. If you get it just right, it really pops out. Here's a BK Hollow. And then a BK Base. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. You know, please subscribe if you want. Get out to my eBay site. Share some good comments. I wanted to show you real quick here. I'll show you this someday too. But this is the Series 2 Master set. Again, draining the bank accounts on these, but these. You can see they had a foil. They had the Opties, which probably my favorite. They're very hard to get to pop sometimes on the videos. We had it there for a little bit, like that. Very, very cool. Some of them were super detailed, and everyone likes the shards too. And then they came out late, which I wasn't too happy about, with a after the set came out, a promo set of, I think it's, I don't know if that was number 10, if it's 10 or 11 cards in there, I can't remember. But yeah, I wasn't even able to fit this because this set is not the 709. I think it's somewhere around the 250 or 852 or something like that. It also includes which I don't have in here, the base cards. So I need another case for that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have fun collecting. Later.